Hello students, today you have to learn about physical properties of metals and non-metals. As you can see in table 4.1, you have to note down the appearance and hardness of following materials. So see the materials that are given to you in a table. First one is iron given to you. How it appears, shiny or dull? So you will say it appears shiny. Now second thing you have to identify about iron, that is about its hardness. Iron is very hard or not very hard. So what you observe, iron materials are generally very hard. Now see the second material that is given to you, coal, and appearance of coal, that will not shiny, it appears dull. Hardness, so when you apply force on coal, it broke down into pieces. Based upon that, you can say that it is not very hard. Third material that is given to you, and that is nothing but sulfur, and sulfur is yellow color powder. So as it is in powder form, it appears dull, it's not that much shiny. And hardness, as it is in powder form, we can say that it is not very hard. Next material that is given to you, that is aluminium, and aluminium vessels or utensils you are using at home, you observe that they gives shiny look. So appearance, you can write shiny, and hardness, aluminium utensils are very hard, right? Next material that is given to you, that is copper. Copper generally you are using, the things that are made up of copper are mainly used for pujas, right? So you can say that copper is also very hard material, as well as it appears shiny. So from this table you conclude that iron, aluminium and copper, that all three are having shiny property, lustrous property, and that are very hard. And opposite to that, coal and sulfur appears dull, as well as that are not very hard. So here you are learning the two important physical properties of metals, that are metals are generally lustrous, means they give gentle shine, and metals are very hard. Exceptional cases you have to note down that sodium and potassium are metal, but in nature that are found very soft. Now see activity 4.1. What is given in activity 4.1, that is you have to take different materials like you have to take iron nail, coal, aluminium wire and pencil lead. You have to take all these four things, and you need to take one more thing, that is hammer you need to take, and one by one hammer you need to hit hard with all these four substance. One by one you need to hit with the help of hammer, right? What you will observe, when you hammered iron nail, when you hit it very hard, right, बहुत जोर से मारना है, when you hit it very hard, it becomes flat. Below the table that is given to you 4.1, there you have to write down your observation. So when you hit iron nail with the help of hammer, you will see that it becomes flat. So you have to write the change in shape of iron nail, you have to write it gets flat. Now second thing, you have to repeat with the help of coal piece. When you hammered coal piece with the help of hammer, what you will observe, it breaks down into pieces. Third thing, you have to take aluminium wire. So when you hammered hard this aluminium wire, it becomes flat. And next, fourth thing that you have to take, that is pencil lead. Pencil lead, where you hammered with the help of hammer, then what you will observe, it gets converted into pieces. So here what you have learned, that iron nail and aluminium wire that gets flattened when you hit it very hard, and coal piece and pencil lead that is converted into pieces. This shows the important property of metals as well as non-metals, that is metals are malleable. Metals are malleable. Malleable means they possess the property of malleability. Now you will say, what is malleability? So malleability is nothing but the property of metal by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. The property of any object when it is beaten and converted into thin sheets and not breaking down into powder or pieces, then that property is called malleability. Now come to second page, and in that you see second paragraph, one question is asked to you. Hot metallic pan that is not having plastic or wooden handle, and then after heating that metallic pan, you need to lift it without the help of plastic or wooden handle. Is it possible for you to lift that plastic or wooden handle? You will say no, that is not at all possible. You will get hurt. And when you use a plastic or wooden handle, you will say you will not get hurt. So here you are learning the third important physical property of metals, that metals are good conductor of heat. Now to understand next physical property, see activity 4.1. What is given in that activity 4.1? For to perform that activity, you need to take one cell, you need to take one electric bulb, very small electric bulb you need to take, and wires are required, and you have to attach wire like this. One end of the battery that is attached with bulb, and one end of that battery is attached to the material, any material you can take, right? And one end is attached with battery, and another end of battery is attached to the another end of material, as you can see in figure. Now here one iron nail is taken in first case in the figure, as you can see. So when iron nail is attached to the circuit, you can say that bulb is glowing. So what it represent? Iron nail is nothing but metal, and metals are good conductor of electricity. You have to repeat all these things according to the table 4.3. Different materials you can take. First, iron nail that you performed, and bulb glows. It proves that it's a good conductor of electricity. Second, you have to take sulfur, and when you attach sulfur in the circuit replacing iron nail, then you will observe that bulb will not glow, and as bulb will not glow, it proves that it is a poor conductor of electricity. Third, you need to take coal piece. Coal piece, when you attach replacing sulfur, then you will observe that again bulb will not glow, and when bulb is not glow, you can say that coal piece is also poor conductor of electricity. Third thing you have to take, fourth thing actually, you have to take copper wire. So copper wire, when you attach in the circuit, you will observe that bulb will glow immediately as soon as you attach copper wire. So this proves that copper wire is good conductor of electricity. So again, this is very important property of metals, that metals are good conductor of electricity. So we can say that iron nail and copper wire are nothing but that are metals, as they are good conductor of electricity, and sulfur and coal piece, poor conductor of electricity, they are example of non-metal. So where these materials are used to make any electrical appliance, metals are widely used. Electrical appliance, first of all we can say that electric wires, mainly electric wires are made up of copper, as it are that is very good conductor of electricity. And you can, as you can see, copper are nothing but that are found mainly made up of wires. That is because of their important property that they have. Which property that they have? That is the property of metal by which it can be drawn into wires is called the ductility. So this metals are nothing but that are ductile, easily drawn into wires. So that property of material with the help of which that they can be easily drawn into wires, that property is called ductility. From your day-to-day life, you need to identify more examples where this type of electrical appliances are used, okay, and that are good conductor of electricity. Now in last page, third page, you see what is given to you in first paragraph. That is given that metals produce ringing sound when hit to any hard surface. To understand that, you need to take two boxes, one box that is made up of wood and another box that is made up of metal. When you hit both the boxes with any hard object, you will observe that the box that is made up of wood will not produce any kind of sound, but the box that is made up of metal, whenever it is hit with any hard substance, it produces a ringing sound. So we can say that metals are generally nothing but produces ringing sound, and that property of metal is called sonority. Other objects that will not produce ringing sound, we can say that materials are non-sonorous. Metals are generally non-sonorous. Now, in the last paragraph, conclusion that is given to you, physical properties of metals, as we discussed on the basis of activities. Metals are generally hard, lustrous, malleable, ductile, sonorous, and good conductor of heat and electricity. Exactly opposite to this, physical properties of non-metals is like that. Non-metals are generally soft, non-lustrous, non-malleable, non-ductile, non-sonorous, and poor conductor of heat and electricity. Examples of metals are iron, copper, aluminium, calcium, magnesium, that are widely used in our day-to-day life. And examples of non-metals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, phosphorus, that are also widely used in our day-to-day life. More important thing that you have to remember, as I said, metals are very hard, but one metal is liquid. Actually, metals are generally found in solid state, but one metal is only found in liquid state, that is mercury. At room temperature it is found in liquid state, and that is an exceptional case that you have to remember. Okay, thank you.